Welcome back to Intoxicated Opinions.
Is that beer?
What? No, this is that rum.
Oh, that was beer.
It's in that little leather pouch.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I put beer in a whiskey glass? What we talking about today, man?
Your presidential candidate. Who you voting for? Why? And if you're not voting at all,
Ooh.
or if you're still undecided.
Makes my face itch. I'm still undecided.
Why?
Because listen here. I put a lot of time and effort into comparing Democratic policies, Republican policies. Then I put a lot of time and effort into comparing Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Each of their policies, but then how...
It's not Joe Biden. People will say you're misinformed.
Exactly.
This is Kamala Harris running.
When Joe dropped out, I said, oh, fuck, I'm not about to spend all this time again. Now I got to research another person. I briefly looked. I didn't see much about her policy she had in place, so I was like, fuck. Maybe I'll just wait a few weeks, and I never went back. So at the moment, I'm still undecided, man. There's so many factors, and social media is the worst place to get information.
Why you don't do your own research?
I did already. I didn't want to redo it because they changed candidates. Now, a different candidate, different policies. Which way are you leaning towards? I hope you ain't gonna say you're gonna vote for that felon.
I ain't leaning towards nothing. I know who I'm voting for. I'm voting for Donald Trump.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's no shocker, no surprise.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You're not black if you don't vote for Kamala.
Why?
That's what Joe said. I don't know. I thought you had because Trump's racist. So why would you vote for?
Okay.
I don't bother you. Joe Biden said you're not black if you vote for Donald
I think that's
Trump.
racist too.
That
I
Joe
think the
said
three
that.
strikes rule was racist also.
Where the
I think the Brooklyn Five was racist. I think a lot of things that people of other nationalities do is racist or prejudice or stereotyping of black people. I rather want to know my races than not, and in the process, I rather things benefit me.
So you don't feel any pressure from social media or society in general that says if you vote for Donald Trump, you're on the wrong side of the fight?
Yeah, I don't.
You
Not at all. Who are these people? Who are these people to tell me how to vote and why?
If you vote for Trump, you part of the problem, they say.
How?
I'm not they.
Okay, well, let me know why they say this.
That's why I said social media is the worst place to get information from.
I look at it like this. If he take away federal income tax, as he said in his agenda,
Okay.
that benefits my family. If he does away with taxes on overtime, that benefits my family. If he puts money into the car industry, the automotive industry, that benefits my family.
How?
Because I have people that work for
Ford.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I hear them talk about, because when you look at it, they say, and it's true, Democrats are more so with the union. But when I look at Trump's agenda, his agenda is for keeping automotive services within America. Ford is in America. Chevy is in America. So when you ask me like logical questions, why do I vote for people? I vote for them based off of what it does for my family.
The best interest of you.
Yeah, I don't go off of
Who's popular.
I don't go off of race.
What about who's socially acceptable?
I don't care. I'm not socially acceptable.
So Joe dropped out because after the debate we talked about Joe like what the fuck is happening?
Well, we knew this already. He was losing it years ago.
He dropped out. Kamala came in. Have you given her a fair shot?
Fair, what is fair to give? Have
Doing
you
your
have you
research.
heard it? Have you heard our debates? Have you asked her what her agenda is? Tips don't fucking help me. I'm not in the tips industry. That don't help me at all.
Right.
No tax on tips. Okay. Don't help me. What about the immigrants that you allowed in?
Is that a big problem still?
It's a huge problem. So what about them? What about those immigrants that get a free money, but you can't do nothing for black people? I remember you saying that. Makes me think. What about when you got into office? So you saying that you couldn't do nothing as a vice president? You couldn't, suggest certain things when this man was in decline? You didn't do nothing? What about the rise in inflation? You couldn't speak up? And I just look at all that and be like, I'm tired of dealing with problems. I look at who has a track history.
I have seen that. One of the arguments against Kamala is you've already been in office for 4 years. You haven't done anything to make the changes. Now you're saying if we vote you in office for 4 years, you're going to make changes.
No, I just look at what she was in charge of. She was in charge of the border. And unfortunately, we have immigrants getting all this money to help start their lives. And they're coming across the border unchecked. I'm just not cool on that, bro. I'm not cool.
I thought of, I seen this T-shirt says, don't snack on me. And it's a picture of a cat. You remember because Donald Trump said,
immigrants. Oh, that didn't bother me. I don't care about immigrants.
So I don't know if that's true or not, but what I do know is true. MS-13 from South America. There's a lot of them.
And Argentina.
That is in South America.
And Haiti.
Brazil, Argentina, Venezuela, South America.
Let's just call it what it is.
The gang members are in Denver, Colorado right now. They have taken over a few apartment complexes. They told the people to live there, you pay us your rent money. I've seen the videos. If you don't, we'll kill you. So,
and people are letting this happen?
I mean, they try to downplay it.
American citizens are letting this happen.
Oh, I mean, Denver's very,
Oh, okay.
Very pro everything.
That's not going to happen here. This is why a lot of times, a lot of people like here can't understand the problems of other places because like here in Missouri, right?
Yeah.
We had when Hurricane Katrina hit. And if you in urban areas at that time, a lot of New Orleans people was trying to make Missouri their own in the urban area. And a lot of urban people wasn't going for that. So I just don't see that happening here in Missouri.
Denver mayor addresses Venezuelan gang crime. 30 days ago. Yeah, I seen it recently.
They need to crack down.
Bro, heavily armed migrant gang takes over apartment building. It's right there. 1 month ago. This is in Denver.
Oh, I seen that. But I'm saying, why don't...
That's what I'm saying.
If America wanted to stop it, they stop it.
They don't. They want chaos.
They don't care. They want these immigrants. And they want it to be to where it doesn't look like they have an immigrant issue. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I give you this free money, you vote for me.
They can't vote.
Who can?
Illegal immigrants.
Illegal immigrants can. But if you get, I had a lot to drink. Refugee, if your status is temporary or, you're going to make me look
You can vote and not be a citizen is what you're saying.
You could be a temporary citizen.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a thing, is it?
Yes.
Have you seen the issues in Chicago, though? So I've seen videos. And they're just overcrowded with... Because they were a sanctioned city. That I know I don't like. I don't know much about any of the other policies of Kamala and her Democratic Party, so that's something I have to take some time to investigate, look into. Hey, abortion is healthcare, so I know Donald Trump is not for abortion.
I'm not either.
What? Abortion is healthcare.
I'm not for abortion. I mean, in the black community, I'm not for it.
What about the white community?
That's your problem. I'm not saying that, it's just not. It's not up for me to talk about. In the black community, there's the issue.
You've heard Brenda's got a baby, right?
Brenda's got a baby.
Yeah. So why it would have been just easier if she was allowed to abort versus the baby's born now he's in the trash.
So you
can.
said poor people shouldn't exist?
No.
What are you saying then?
She didn't want the baby.
Okay.
She could have aborted, and she wouldn't have had to put that baby in the trash can. That's all I'm saying.
There's plenty of Angela Bassett's looking for babies. The little African babies to take care of and raise.
Gotta say it like that.
True.
So I'm gonna see a Trump 2024 sign here?
No, I don't go that far.
No.
I'll just vote for the candidate that's in my best interest. And then also, man, we need to just look at like the local level. Local level, a lot of things I vote for are mixed. Like I'll vote for Democrat and then I'll vote for Republican. It just depends.
Yeah. I mean, some politicians visit your children in school, so you can't say too much. So
He
here,
ain't did shit for me.
what?
Yeah, he ain't did shit for me. He came and said hi, waved at our school. Hey, how you doing? That's it.
He ain't cut your taxes, give you no kind of
Bitch, we
tax
pay the
credit.
same taxes. And we pay more. Our HOAs went up.
You got an HOA?
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
It should, shouldn't it?
HOA. Who runs that?
Shit, I don't know. We just pay it. We pay taxes too on
Sucker.
everything.
So you vote for Donald Trump. There's nothing that could change your mind or have you second guessing. You're not going to vote for Kamala is what you're saying.
I have no reason to. Now, she said I get reparations. Sorry.
Bro, but you know that would be a lie.
I don't. Listen, just give me something.
That would be a lie, though.
How? Why couldn't he?
Where's she going to get the money from?
The same way they got all this money to fund overseas. What are you talking about? Stop saying it's not money. It's money. We just don't want it to go to where it needs to go to. They got all this money for immigrants, but they ain't got nothing for black people. I don't want to hear nothing about reparations. After what these immigrants are getting, I don't want to hear nothing about reparations.
Man.
After all this funding of wars and buying guns over, I don't want to hear nothing about reparations.
They got money for it, huh?
They got money. And white people need to stop looking at it like you're saying that we should pay. You're not paying a fucking thing. It's coming from the government that does other things with their money that we don't tend to care about.
You know, it would be interesting to see is like an actual line item budget of where the government money goes.
We don't. That's why
We'll never.
unfortunately, Social Security is in the dump. We probably won't have it when it's time for us to get Social Security and keep bumping up the age. I keep paying into it, and I'm wondering why my money going somewhere where I'm never going to see it.
And you can't opt out.
Can't. It just comes out. Federal taxes come out. State taxes, city taxes come out. Why am I paying all these taxes? Why do I pay 3 different taxes?
To better the country.
For who?
For all the citizens.
Give me my motherfucking reparations, is how I feel.
All right. So, short of saying, hey, I'll pay reparations, not much is going to change your mind.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you come out with a better policy, but
Is there going to be another debate?
Donald Trump said no.
No. How'd you feel about that last debate, though? We never talked about that, actually.
We didn't. We were supposed to. You canceled. You got busy. Or maybe you were scared to talk about it. I don't know. I feel like it was one-sided.
Who won?
I feel like it was 3-on-1.
A lot of people said that.
I feel like also he didn't address the things, even though it was 3-on-1. He wanted to have a debate with Kamala and have a slander. I feel like he gets off topic sometimes. And I understand. When you're getting beat up 3-on-1, you want to sometimes be like, why? And if he would have just focused on doing what he was supposed to do, he would have looked way better than what he did.
Yeah. What about Kamala's performance?
It's repetitive. I see that on every interview that she has. Same talking points.
I heard
Dances around the issue.
I heard a rumor.
Go ahead.
You didn't feel comfortable voting for her because she has a vagina.
Who? If it was Condoleezza Rice up there instead of Donald Trump, I'd vote Condoleezza Rice.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just saying, some people saying you misogynistic from the comments on our YouTube videos.
I don't care.
And Donald Trump's personality of grabbing by the pussy aligns right with your views on women. That's all I was saying. I didn't say it. They said it.
I don't care.
No issues. No worries.
Listen. A lot of people don't like to say it. But that's what I've seen growing up is that's allowed when you have money to do in most instances. Not all, most. So why are we dancing and pussyfooting around what actually goes on? This is a reason why some of these young ladies get on these yachts with these millionaires. Same reason why some of these ladies have sugar daddies or are sugar babies. The same reason why sex and OnlyFans is booming. Sex sales. Grab him by the pussy just means that you're just promoting what he's saying. If you don't believe what he's saying, then get off OnlyFans. Stop promoting sex. Stop eliciting sexual work. Until that happens, then how can you stand on one side and not stand on the other?
You're on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, all those.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
From your feeds, what perception do you get as far as feelings towards the candidates?
I feel like most Black Americans are voting Kamala. The ones that I see are voting Kamala because she says that she's Black and she's a woman. And there's this big push for bodily autonomy.
Okay.
And I see people who do want to vote for Trump not going to say it publicly because they don't want to be ostracized.
Whatever happened to just having difference of opinions and different people to vote for?
Well, if you ask me, outside looking in, I see one side not being okay with people feeling how they want to feel as far as voting, and the other side feeling you vote for who you vote for. It's people losing relationships based off of who they vote for.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Judgment Day is in about 39 days.
Just people vote on your local level. Look, see who your local, who's running at your local race. I just think people are lazy. People are going to write Democratic, Republic. They're not going to do research.
You going to vote blue for the local level?
I'm not too sure yet. It depends.
Or you can hit me up after the video and say, hey, I can't say that on camera.
No, it just depends. It depends on, what I see.
If he comes
Their
back
background, their history.
Well, you know one, so.
Yeah, it did shit for me. So I had to see what the other ones.
Why can't KC have a white mayor is all?
I don't know. Maybe because it's a lot of brothers and sisters. Can't see. I don't know. Maybe because the opposite candidate usually just don't know how to run.
I don't know if KC's ever had a Republican mayor. Because Emmanuel Cleaver was a mayor for years. Yeah. Then
he's in the House right now.
Sly James.
Yeah.
And now
and that's why I just say, like, they just know how to market and promote themselves a lot better. And they run for years without doing shit.
They just stay in 10, 15 years.
And this is why I say it's hard for me to vote Democrat knowing this. But then I look at the other side and they're not really doing shit to compete.
Right.
So it's like,